Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, it's Johnson. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Let's go!
Throwing on first down, Morris. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
But it's caught on the right side of Smith. Touchdown, Vikings! Jonnu Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Room to run past midfield. The 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Keenum. It's caught. Jones. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Aaron Ripkowski. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Lewis will get the handoff. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ripkowski, the fullback, on the inside give. And he'll... And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Look at 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now again, this is the fullback, Ripkowski. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Keenum. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Keenum. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Morris. Off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Morris. Off play action. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Morris to throw on 2nd down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. Morris. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
To Johnson again. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Janikowski for the field goal try. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Back to throw. Morris. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
This will be caught inside the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And he's able to put it through. Out to kick is Janikowski. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time
He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Keenum going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Josh Maga, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Janikowski on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. To kick is Janikowski. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Keenum. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this belongs to the Vikings. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Here we go.
To throw is Morris. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Morris now. Back to the air on 2nd down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Morris. Operating from the gun. And that's caught by Smith. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Morris looking to throw on second down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
This is Lewis. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Flush to his right, and he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Keenum going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against...
And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. Keenum eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
On the run, had to get on his horse.
Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They go to Johnson again. And fights through one man. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on fourth down. Now Morris. From the gun, he'll throw.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket. Got to...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The intended receiver was David Johnson, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Looking to throw. Morris. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a double it. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. To throw is Keenum. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and very short here, less than a yard.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Welcome back now here in London. Shift together here from the D-line.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 30.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Here's Keenum, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw is Morris. To throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Morris now off the play fake. The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Morris operating from the gun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Morris on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Keenum to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now Morris throwing on 1st down. And he's going to go down again. Ndamukong Suh. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. To throw on 2nd down. Morris, screen play, Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Michael Kendricks from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And on the ground they go with a running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.